Hello, here I am again. I just uploaded 2 videos that I had saved. I did them at different days, um, but I didn't upload them. So now they're uploaded. Um, I'm only doing this one just because I tried a different method. I tried a dread that I had to take out and put back in because I had like 2.5 inches of root. It was horrible. Um, but I took it out and put it back in. Um, Let's see if I can find which one it is. I don't know if you can see. Nope. I thought the lighting might be better in here and you'd be able to see, but I did nothing but crochet this one. Meaning, I took a piece of hair and I wrapped it around the dread and then took my crochet hook and stuck it in and pulled the hair through. And then wrapped it around and stuck it in and pulled the hair through. So it almost makes kind of like a spiral around a core. Um, but yeah, so I did that one, and it's definitely different. I mean, this one's a back combed, and then this one is the crochet. I mean, look at the difference just in size alone. When you back comb, it makes fatter dreads just because all the fuzz going on. And then when you do this method, it keeps it kind of sleek almost. I bet this is how a lot of those, I see some of the chicks with really fancy looking dreads. I bet you that's kind of how they do it and how they maintain it, by just crocheting those, strictly crocheting. I don't have the patience for that. It took a really long time just to do that one little dread, as opposed to like doing this big fat one up here. No, that's not the one I wanted. This big fat one up here, back combing it, even with doing a little bit of root maintenance, it was still seemed faster than this one. My hands are killing me. I don't have arthritis, but my sperm donor had carpal tunnel and tendonitis and all that kind of stuff. So I worry. My hands been cramping up really bad from working on dreadlocks for basically 2 to 3 weeks straight now. My dreads are a week and a half old. Like my full head is a week and a half old. My original dread is almost 3 weeks old. Um, but I've just been working on them non-stop just because doing them myself, I really kind of messed a few of them up. They I did. I just messed them up. I didn't get them close enough to the root when I was making them. When I was like starting and I was backcombing, I didn't get down into the root like I should have. I had no help, so my spacing is kind of funky. This one used to be 2 dreads, a really tiny one, and then a fat one, and then I had to put them both together because it wasn't working. Um, yeah, I just guess I should take my hair down. So, um, I don't know. Let me turn around for you. This is the back. That. So, I still have some that need work in the back just because, again, I'm doing them on my own. Don't have help. I wish I had help. Oh. When you watch those, before you dread your hair videos, and they say, make sure you have a good support system, and make sure this is something you really truly want, and help, you need help. Okay, so I figured I do most things on my own. I don't really need a lot of help with a lot of things. So I figured I could go ahead and do this. I do tons of stuff to my hair all by myself. I was able to get the dreads in by myself for sure, but if I would have had help, it would have just been done. I wouldn't have had to do anything besides maybe a little bit of root cleanup to help them on their way. Um, but not having help has been really hard. It's been really, really hard. I can't see the back of my head. Even when I'm in my little 3-way mirror, it's so hard to see the back of my head. It's so hard to see if I'm actually getting the roots knotted where they need to be knotted in order for the dread to go all the way up. Um, I'm slowly but surely getting the loose hairs, like, look, there's some right here. These loose hairs on this dread. I'm slowly but surely getting them put into dreads, like this. This is loose hair straight off my scalp. It's hard to see. My fridge is right there. Sucky computer camera. But so I'm getting there. I'm slowly but surely getting there. I'm just trying to find someone who is really willing to put in some um, hand pain, ow, and some time, and who isn't afraid. It's weird. People are almost afraid of dreadlocks. Like if they touch them, they're gonna turn to stone. Like my daughter called me Medusa. Haha, funny. That's great. She's only 8. I don't mind. But is it serious? I mean, they're not. They're clean, their hair, their, I mean, how can people be afraid of a dreadlock? I just don't get it. I understand being apprehensive or maybe not understanding the dreadlock, this, how dreads come to be, and people who don't understand the history of dreadlocks. Now, I can understand that. I can understand the people who do that, but people who just feel that dreadlocks are disgusting or don't even give them the time of day, or who can automatically stereotype a person, it's just ridiculous. I've been walking around with these things for not even 2 weeks, and I can already see people kind of looking at me. I went grocery shopping. I had my hair up, okay, and I had a little hair bandana right here. So my hair is up, so my dreads were just poking out the back like this, just doing their dready thing. And I can't even tell you how many people in the store tried to not look at me, but when I walked past them, I could, they would turn around. Or people who would double take because the front, like especially when I have these pieces all curled and cute and my hair's back, you can't really tell from the front that I've got dreadlocks, okay? And and then people would do a double take. It's just kind of interesting. I've always been a really plain kind of person, somebody who even if I've been wild in my actions or maybe wild in some of the things that I've worn, I've always been a really plain, relaxed, grounded kind of person. So people don't ever look at me twice. Guys don't even really hit on me. I'm married. I'm married, just so everybody knows. I've been married for a very long time. Um, but, guys weren't even ones to stop and look at me or anything. I wasn't much of a person to get a lot of attention. So the fact that people are kind of giving me weird attention, definitely, the stares. It's funny, even driving in the car, and I'll happen to look over there to who's in the car next to me, and there's people staring at me. Whatever, I guess I'll just get used to it. I guess it's just so different because I'm not used to it, and I've never had it. It's just not something that happens for me, so I'm not used to it. So in any event, so I had that one that I wanted to try and show, but it didn't really work. Oh, this is my first guy, my very first dread. It's starting to feel nice inside. I know it's just a little one, but it feels nice inside. Um, I was talking about how dreads changed so much last night before I went to bed. All my dreads were like, I was Pippi Longstocking. Yeah, there we go. This is what they were doing. I was like Pippi Longstocking last night. My mom's husband says I look like Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons. Thanks. But see, this side's already laying down, like, but they were all poking out last night, and already they're starting to calm back down and find their place on my head, and so it's just been really interesting. In any event, that's kind of just what it was, a long babble when all I wanted to do was show you one dread that I did in a crochet method. Anyways, I hope everybody is doing great and has had a great weekend. Peace out.